Good evening. Welcome everyone to Tigress 315 Radio. I am excited about tonight. Um, I will be bringing our special guest on in just a few minutes, but I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and being a part of this network and supporting the indie artists and all the shows that we have. We have a variety. I'm gonna just go over our shows real quick, and then I'm gonna get our special guest tonight is Harmony Devoe. I'm excited to have her on here so she can share her good news with us about her music and everything she's got going on. So this Saturday, if you're into poetry, and we do have a little music in there sometimes, come tune in with us on Majestic Inc. at 10 p.m. on Saturday night. We have that show every other Saturday. And on Sunday, we have the Chill Zone with my host, Benham. Well, he's my co-host, but, we both host. The Chill Zone, he plays a lot of classic music, old school, jazz, and, it's a music show, for Sunday evenings where you just chill, sit back, and relax. And on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, yesterday, we just had the locker room. So you sports fans, we do have a show for you every other Wednesday. And on the alternating Wednesdays, there's another show called The Basement. That's for you old school hip hop lovers. It's just, it's a station for you to sit back and just enjoy some music and relax. You could play it in the background. But that's just a little gist of what we got going on at Texas 315 Radio. But without further ado, I'm going to bring a special guest on, Miss Harmony Devoe.
Well, hey, everybody. Good evening to you. This is Harmony Devoe, Lyricism in Motion, and I love you for having me on your beautiful show tonight. Thank you.
Yes, I'm excited. I've listened. I've checked out some of your music you sent me. I've read up on you a little bit, and I mean, it excited me to have you on here too. To have a black queen on here representing.
Girl, you better
that
say
we
that.
can do it.
Black girl magic queen, black girl magic. I'm equally humbled, and I'm honored to have you. You have me on your beautiful show. Thank you so much.
Yes, I can't wait just to get started. I mean, like I said, I've listened to some of your music, and I'm a fan already. It's I love supporting indie artists, especially there's a lot of music out there that doesn't get heard, and this is part of why I started my platform years ago. It's like there used to be a place for just indie artists. We know all
Right.
the big names, but there's a lot of music that needs to be heard. So I'm glad to have you on this
Well,
network
I'm grateful that you have a platform where indie music can be heard. You know what I mean? And listen, R&B is not dead by a long shot.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate the support. I'm glad to bring more notice to R&B. It's kind of been overshadowed with a lot of other genre. I won't name the genre a little bit. In 2021, R&B, we still here, major and indie, and a lot of the majors are going indie. So I love that you root for the underdog, because we got some dope music. Sometimes we got dope music that's better than majors is out here right now, and people just don't know.
Oh, yes.
So I thank you guests for attending. I thank those who have signed in to hear the interview tonight and to be in support. Shout out to Mr. Angelo Petruzzi, and the RIN network as well. I appreciate all of you, because without you, there is no me. So thank you for taking the time to share me and my musical journey with everyone.
Yes. And got to give credit to Angelo. Yeah, he's been my partner. It's been a little bit over a year. Him and Andrew, we just been doing our thing, helping artists get their voice heard, and it's just been a great partnership.
I love it. Love it, love it.
Yes. Okay, so let's find out a little bit about you before we get into your music. Just give us a little background about yourself, like where you're from,
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm from the Motor City. I'm a Detroit diva, born and raised native of Detroit, and I relocated to Tampa, Florida a few years back. So I live in the Florida area. I've been Floridianized with warm weather, so I don't do the cold too well. So I go home in the summer months. You
Oh, really?
Tigress, I lost you. The devil
Oh,
is alive.
yeah.
See, the devil
Okay,
be
I
trying
can
to
hear you
block,
now.
girl. The devil be trying to block. He's a lie in his breath tank. I'm glad to be back on the show. He's a lie. See, I was about to share my good news. Look at how the devil block you. See, you got to keep going forward.
No.
Lies you tell. I tell you.
I know, it just dropped out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, what happened?
That's how they do. That's what he do. That's what he do. That's why you got to keep going. Don't take no for an answer.
You're right about that. Right about that.
So what was I saying before I was interrupted? I was telling y'all how you got to invest in yourself, Tigers, and that's what we do as queens and kings. We should be doing that. And so I'm coming to you on the eve of something big happening. Woo-hoo.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if you had said it because I'm telling you the connection just dropped. I had asked you to share. Oh, yeah, you did. You started to share where you were from. You said you moved to Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Tampa?
Yeah,
okay.
I moved to Tampa a few years ago, and I started as a songwriter years ago first. Well, actually, I come from church. That's where I come from. I was a church singer. I was praise and worship singer with some church folks and was in the gospel group.
Okay.
And I was the only one that knew how to write secular music. So I started writing for other artists. And then when I moved to Florida, I kept trying to pitch the artists that I wrote songs for, and people kept saying, who is that singing the background vocals? Who wrote that? And I was like, that was me. And they was like, oh, you need to be singing. You trying to promote other artists, and you need to be singing. So I decided to release my first single called Your Piano. The remix is out. And the rest is history since 2017. Just like I said, an album, and I don't keep up. I think it's 6, 7 singles, 6, 7 music videos, and I got a new single that's coming. It's dropping at midnight. I'm so excited about. And a new music video for that single that's going to be coming out on my birthday, the day I came on the earth, that the earth stopped moving. My holiday is September 30th. So I'm looking forward to sharing this with y'all.
Okay. Oh, wow. I am excited for you. Like, it's just to hear your energy. I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Girl, we got something to be excited about. We woke up this morning. Girl, people got COVID dying out here. They better mask up and be safe.
I know. I know that's right. You are right about that. Okay, so how has COVID affected, your music business, your music, like your musical journey? How has it affected you?
Well, hell, it slowed it down a lot. Well, all jokes aside, because I'm silly, girl. So, all jokes aside, during COVID, right when it hit, I was fortunate enough, God blessed me to write a song called America So Strong. And during the time of COVID, when it first hit, it was just so out of control. And even now, really, with a lot of our family members being impacted and dying, and some of us having had it, I was like, we gotta, and the country was in such a shamble from changes and things in administration that was going on. And I was just like, Lord, I just need to come up with something. So I went into the booth during COVID, wrote in saying, that was my first produced song as a producer, because there was nobody around to do it. So I had to produce it myself. Lyricism and Motion, and it turned out beautifully, and it's called America So Strong. So I did write that during COVID, and then my pen game was slowing down, and you just in the house all the time. It's only so much running a mile, and I can do. The gyms are shut down or whatever, so I kept staring at my easel and this song I wanted to develop, and I was like, ugh, the words just aren't coming. I don't know what's going on. And then one day it just hit me. I reached out to my producer, Rick Benjamin. He's also known as Jet Black Brown. And I said, dude, I want to do this song, and I really want this song to be so different than what's out here right now. I don't want to talk about love. I don't want to talk about shaking my butt, twerking. I don't want to talk about none of that. I want to talk. There's not been any good duets out here since Slow Jam. That was like my bomb song. I was like, I want a duet. I reached out to my boy Jaquise. I started writing this song, When You Fall Out of Love. That's dropping at midnight, Eastern Standard Time, midnight. And I reached out to Jaquise, and I was like, yo, I'm writing this song, and I really want a male on this record with me. And I want it to be a duet, but I want it to be a duet that's different from any duet that's ever been out. And right now we got so many babies that are being made. It's like a COVID baby boom. Everybody pregnant because they in the house having sex and ain't nobody doing nothing else. They bored. But then what about the single people or the people who breaking up and they getting each other damn nerves and they want a divorce and they locked in the house together? What about them? So let's come up with this bomb record. He was like, okay. And I said, instead of, women, we always telling the guy, get the hell out of my house. Get out. You get out. I want you to come back with a snapback and tell me this your house. He said, bet I can do that. That remind me of my ex-wife. I said, okay. So we got into the booth and magic happened. And it was just profound. I mean, even from the beginning of the song, the intro and the outro that everyone will hear, we did that in like 2 takes, and we had to take a break. He said, golly, I remember my ex-wife. I'm like, my ex-husband. So I think everybody can identify with the song. This is the COVID duet banger ballad of the century. That's what I call it. It's the COVID duet breakup ballad of the century. And he put a spin on it, reminding us of former people that's dope artists that we won't mention is currently doing time, but it kind of gives you a lot of different vibes and feels. So I'm really excited to introduce this record to the world. I think it's going to be a man's anthem, but I can't say that out loud. But I really do. I think the men going to really love this. So, yeah. The women too, honey, because I got something that's like, girl, thank you for writing this song. Thank you for writing this. So that's what I've been doing during COVID.
Okay. Well, see, you've been keeping busy. So, I do ask, all the artists that I interview, like, how has COVID affected your music? Because, everybody, we all have a different story. Like, it's either, made us write more, made us think more, because, with everything, like you said, everything shutting down, it's just like you have to be more creative to find a way that you want to get your music out there, okay? So you got to just, you got to really push yourself still, and your energy, I could tell you've been keeping busy. You didn't let it, keep you down. How some people that I do know that write and everything, they're just like, oh, I just don't feel it anymore, this and that. And it's just like, no, it's like, if it's really in your heart, you're a true artist, you just got to keep going. The words will find you. I mean, because being an artist myself, I do spoken word, and sometimes you do get those dry, you get those dry moments, but you still, like, the words find you. Sometimes it be unexpected. Like, I'm always finding myself putting notes somewhere, because it's just like, you get something in your head. It's just like, I don't want to lose it, because then you can't. I'm not one of those people like, oh, I'll remember it later, because I will not remember it later.
I'm telling you. And you know what? I'm glad to hear that you're spoken word as well, as am I. I started as a poet first. So, I mean, poetry, spoken word, all that, that's my genre. That's my home, where I come from, my safety zone. And then I was taught how to format and write music for other people. But home is always that. So kudos to you, with that. And it has impacted me. I haven't been able to write albums and tons of music. I try to keep a healthy, a wellness life, from staying in shape. A lot of people, lost weight, gained weight, depression hits all of us. You want to try to stay busy. Yep. That's the time to capitalize on vocal training. I didn't do what I should have done during that. I still work corporate. You have times that you're not motivated. So I definitely can identify with that. But I was just grateful the worst did come because I did have a block. I really did. I was like, ugh. You know what I mean? So I could identify with that, really, totally.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's fine. It's ways around it. You just like you say, you gotta keep going. Like for me, sometimes I will just go back to old poems and rewrite them, and sometimes that's kind of like a spark for me. Like, oh no, I could have said this different, So it's just a matter. It's sometimes it's just mental. You just gotta make sure you stay positive, because other than that, you're gonna find yourself letting time go by, and then it's like, oh man, 6 months done went by, I haven't wrote anything. I try not to let anything like that happen. I gotta keep it going. Gotta keep that fire lit.
And how? Yes, ma'am. That is true.
Okay. So I did download a few of your tracks that you had sent me. And I don't know if you want me to play the When You Fall Out. If you don't want to wait for that one,
could you just send me that? It, girl. You got the exclusive.
You want to play
it? Tell them all. This thing drop at midnight. Y'all better go download it. Actually, after the interview, you can pre-order it. If you pre-order it, I don't think a lot of people know. I had somebody call me yesterday to explain it to them. When you pre-order a song on iTunes or pre-save it on Spotify, it's kind of a way that benefits the artist. It gives us a head start. Usually the first week that song drops, it charts. It depends, so those pre-orders count towards that, and you get it at a discounted rate. So go to iTunes, go on Spotify, and pre-order and pre-save this thing. And share it, most definitely, because I did it for you. Yeah. So I want your support, most definitely. Girl, you can play this song. Play that song. Yes, indeed.
All right. So I believe you sent me, I'm not sure if it's 2 versions. It says,
I sent you the clean and the explicit because I wasn't sure what you were allowed to air. And I didn't want to cringe everybody's ears because it is some cuss words in the explicit version, but...
Well, I'll put that on my station. I play whatever I want. So
Go ahead, Queen. So, yeah. Play that. This is what I'm talking about. This your world, okay? We just getting acorns trying to be a part.
All right. So actually, right now I have the clean version, but don't worry, I'll get that. I'll get the other version.
It don't matter. You get the gist of it, because I sure send it to you. And you can play the clean. They know what we talking about.
Okay. All right. So we about to drop this track on you from Harmony Devoe. Here we go.
Get your and get out my house.
What the hell? No, you got to go.
It's your shit.
No, me and my kids ain't going nowhere, boo.
Damn you and your kids.
No.
Go back to you and your mama damn house when you want all that trash about it.
Absolutely not.
Listen.
What do you mean?
I've been laying here, thinking about you, laying on my side of bed, trying not to touch it, wondering how we got here, wondering how the land had all this push, I just got to end, 'cause you know I've been your ride or die, you've been my man, nothing in between us, said it's about to end, 'cause this shit ain't making sense, we ain't even talking, I ain't about that life, so go ahead and keep talking, baby. When you fall out of love, when you fall out of love, you close up, lock the door, and say love live here, no. When you fall out of love, your heart can't find its way to this pain, you be enslaved.
Now stop, wait a minute, let's start from the beginning. You say you're done with me, so your decision is to end this phase. Never cheated on you or called you out your name. You told your girlfriends things with me are not the same. Now I'm standing here, looking in the mirror, wondering why the hell am I still in this place. You said enough, I'll pack my things and I'll get out. On second thought, I ain't going nowhere, this my damn house.
So when you fall out of love, when you fall out of love,
you close the lock the door. talking that bullshit.
Ha ha! Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You like it?
Yes. 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 Oh my God. So many people will be able to relate to that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So, that's what I'm saying, Queen. That's what I'm saying. We done all been through it. If you have not been through that, something is wrong with you. Seriously.
Yes. Yes. Wow. I love that. Yeah.
Yay. The video is dropping September 30th, Queen. September 30th. It's in edit right now. I'm super excited about it. My videographer wanted to post, shout out to Alan Johnson. He wanted to post like a 10-second excerpt when he was editing it today. Like, he sent it to me like, Harmony, you in this bathtub. Oh my God, we got to post this. Girl, I posted that thing on Instagram. Matter of fact, y'all need to follow me on the gram. Go to Harmony_Devoe. Girl, that thing got 43,000 views. I'm like, what's going on? It was only 10 seconds. It was only 43. It's 43,000. It was only 10 seconds, but I appreciate it. It's trending kind of like right now. I'm like, Jesus. Okay. At least y'all know I'm clean. I'm in the bathtub. You know. Yeah, but this song is great. That's right. I'm thinking this song is going to be pretty big, Queen. It's going to be a banger. I think people are going to really, really identify with this song. And there's nothing out like it. And I love being original and different, indie or not. I just want to put things out there that aren't duplicates of what's already out there. And I don't have to sample and do all that. I write my own shit, okay? And I'm an artist.
Yes, that's what I love about that too. It's different. It gives me that old school R&B feel because I was a big R&B old school fan. So it's just I miss a lot of that music. So even when I still listen to, even when my kids was younger, I'm still playing old school. And then they get in high school, they're like, what are you listening to? Like music. That's what I'm listening to.
Yes.
Yes.
Like totally. And you know what? You know who also is bringing it back? Freaking, who is that? Which color? I love that group. Leave the Door Open. What's that? I'm drawing a blank. Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. What's the group?
Okay.
Leave the door open. That one.
Oh, yes.
That's old school R&B. That's old school R&B. Yes. And it took off. And they single after that called Skate. I'm like, they going 80s. But everybody loving it. I'm like, R&B is not dead, y'all. It's not dead.
No,
we're right
it
here.
Is not.
Yep. Yes. That's what's going on. I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
Yes, I did. And you had another track, The Friend Zone.
Oh, girl. Which one?
Well, I did download. I think I downloaded the remix, but give us a little insight about the Friend Zone.
Oh, the Friend Zone, the original Friend Zone. The remix is the newest one that dropped in May. I absolutely love that track with Darius J. It's kind of like a little club, little pop mixed with some R&B on it, and it's like a man's clapback. Men. I was inspired to write. The original Friend Zone came from my college days. My undergrad, I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta, and I had one of my bros, as we say, Omega Psi Phi brethren. He really had a thing for me, and I really wasn't attracted to him in a relationship way. He was my friend. He was my brother, and I didn't look at him like that. And so I would vent to him about breakups and my relationships and issues I was having with guys, and he would listen and he would give me a male perspective. Then one day he just broke on me. Harmony, why you always talking to me about all these other dudes? And I'm right here. I've been right here all along. But he was crazy. He was a nut. Okay? He was not my type, and he was a plum nut. So I was not interested. To this day that man followed me on the gram. I ain't gonna say his name. He gets on my last nerve. And so he inspired me to write The Friend Zone. Not the remix, the original Friend Zone. So they can see the video on my YouTube channel, girl, Harmony Devoe Official. I will send you my entire catalog so you can hear that original. That is true R&B right there. when we did the music video, it was dope too. But I wanted the men. I always try to be. What do you say? I always try. I don't believe in bashing the other sex, so I always try to give perspective on both sides. That's why I have the vlog talk series, Grown Woman Talk, and I interview guys as well as women. Like, hey, we as women see things this way. This is what I deal with as a woman, but I like to bring guys on the show to give their perspective. So same thing the way I am with music. Most of the music I write, Tigress, is about things I've never had or what I desire or think a relationship should be. Or I'll write for other people. Y'all go have sex. You know, I got a song called Delicious, you know, the rise of my thighs. Well, I like the way a man look. I like his back and his thighs are carrying on, but y'all go have sex off this right here. I'll write it for you. Okay? And you know how many people fake orgasms? Wrote a song about that. Here it goes. It's called Did You Fake an Orgasm? Did y'all download it? I used to be that. I'm talking about it. I'm trying to help folks get better. Life's too short not to have an orgasm and enjoy good music.
I can't knock it because a lot of my poetry is erotic, kind of sensual erotic, so I can't knock it. It's like, be real about it. It ain't nothing new to anybody. It's just the way you say it, the way you make somebody feel when you say it, the way you write it, you know what I mean? We all just experience or want it different ways, so that's how it goes.
Yeah. Life too short. I'm telling you, life too short. Y'all better do what you got to do and live your life and be happy. Don't die and not have no orgasm, no real talk. It's a lot of women out here. That's another subject. Lord have mercy. Help me on my journey. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
That's why we write about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're going to be all right.
It is what it is. Keep it real. 'Cause, I had a friend that was a mentor. He passed away a few years ago. That broke my heart. That's another. But he was, when I first, when I first started coming out with my writing in 2012, that's when I started my business. I started everything. But he really pushed me because I used to just write. I would beat around the bush with words and stuff. You know, I just be like, you know, make love, blah, blah, blah. He was like, will you just say what you want to say, you know? And he just really pushed me, like, I know you really want, you know, just be yourself, like, just write what you want to write. And that just really, like, inspired me. Like, you know what, like, it's grown folks. Like, I'm grown. I can write what I want, say what I want. So it's like, it is what it is. Like, if you can't handle my writing or... Because I do my recordings, too. It's just like I like to do them to music. It's just like I want the way I hear it, and the way I hear it is the way I want to deliver it. So, you know, it's like picking the right song and everything. But, yeah, so I want to play your track, The Friend Zone. I want to play that and then ask a few more questions and then...
I would love for you to. And guess what? That song has been charting on Radio Indie International Network for some time, and I'm so grateful for getting a lot of great feedback on that record, and a lot of people love it. So thank you to everybody that's supporting in that and downloading and spinning that record for me. I appreciate it so much.
Yes, I am really happy having you on here tonight. I'm telling you, like, really having a black queen on here that's really doing some things, you know, it's been hard for a lot of black women, and just to see you on the move and doing some things, you know, regardless, this should be motivating for a lot of them, you know, to just keep going, don't give up, keep going.
Yes,
all
ma'am.
Right, so,
equal honor. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's play the Friend Zone remix.
See, you a boss and I'm a boss, so let's do both. Got me the Friend Zone.
See, it's been a minute since I heard from you.
Really?
Just wanna see if we're still cool.
Okay.
You always been there for me and me for you. Then you kiss me. What did you do? It's not like I never thought about it. But still, what if we gon' do about it? I know if we cross that line, there's no going back.
Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you be telling me I'm just a friend. Build a wall around your heart and you won't let me in. But you be calling and texting about his lack of affection. And when I offer attention, I'm always met with rejection. See, you so bad, but you accustomed to just settle in. Now you gon' miss me when I'm gone. Now let that settle in.
I'm not tripping, I'm just saying I just want my best friend back. It's so revealing, you all in your feelings. Can we just take it back to the friend zone, friend zone? Keep it in the friend zone. All you need to know, please don't take it wrong. We gotta keep it in the friend zone. I can't lie about it, often think of you. All the silly that you and me been through. You're the only one, had my back and knew others played me. They left me bruised. I can't take it further. I'm focused, I can't take another. Just know if we cross the line, there's no going back. This time, in my feelings, just 'cause you cause feelings, I keep saying no, but you won't let it go. I gotta keep you in the friend zone.
And it hurts, this might hurt you, but it hurts more to watch him desert you when he don't deserve you. And it hurts to put in the work. Always watch you put him first. So I took my feelings, killed them off, and then I put them in a hearse. Then I grabbed my pen and pad, and then I put them in this verse. I know you love me, 'cause I'm someone to depend on, but I can never be content in your friend zone.
Friend zone, friend zone.
You keep me on the
Keep it in the
sideline
friend zone.
while he treats you like a sideline.
All you need to know, please don't take it wrong. We gotta keep it in the friend zone.
Got me on the side while he treat you like a sideline. While he treat you like a sideline. Got me on the side while he treat you like a sideline. While he treat you like a sideline.
That's a pretty dope record.
Yes, it was. That was Harmony Devoe, the Friend Zone remix.
Thank you. That's a dope song.
Oh, wow. I have enjoyed having you here today. So let me see. So what advice would you give to others, I need to say to anybody, everybody, I should say, but to some Black queens that are trying to make it out in the music business, whether it's, singing, rapping, even if it's poetry, what advice would you give to them?
Believe in yourself, truly. You have to have confidence in yourself. I didn't have confidence in myself when I first started. It took one of my close friends saying, "You always talk about other artists like Mary J, all of those artists. What do they have that you don't have? You can do it too." If it wasn't for having a close circle of supporters in my life, those that believe in me and want to see me win, and that was years ago, and she took a chance on me. And as I grew and developed over past, I want to say maybe 11 years, I'm not that old, in not only in the industry, but just in my growth. Like I have a song called I Love Me. I'm a survivor of a toxic, dysfunctional former marriage. Those things can really weigh heavy on a woman, especially a Black woman. We internalize so much and we deal with so much, especially when the shade of our skin is darker than others. And I grew up with that complex because I was dark-skinned with long hair and what have you. And we got to stop breaking each other down. As Black women and as a people, we scream Black Lives Matter, Tigers. We say Black Lives Matter because of tragic events that happen. but I wonder, do they really matter amongst us? Because as Black women, it bothers me and always has that we're so jealous and envious of each other, and we throw shade on each other instead of lifting each other up. We're not against each other. So we need to get out of that crabs in a bucket mentality and start lifting each other up like you and I are doing. We're not a threat. You your own woman. You got your own thing, and we need to support each other. If our last name was Patel, we would. So why we can't uplift each other as Black women?
Yes.
So all I got to say, don't be so quick to lay down. Don't be so quick to lay down on your back for it. Have some integrity about yourself and grind like no other, and let that grind shine. Don't dim your light for anybody else. And I truly believe that. I've lived that, and I focus on that on my journey. So that's what I would say.
That is powerful.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
It's facts, you know. It's just real talk. I don't know how to sugarcoat it. I think that's the problem. We busy sitting back complaining all the time and playing the victim role all the time. Well, let's come together and do something about it. There's room for all of us. Let's support. Let's have platforms like you created where we can share our music, where we can talk about things like this. You know, that's why I created Grown Woman Talk. Let's talk about it. Don't just walk around being all passive-aggressive and mad at the world because you've been treated wrong. Shake that shit off and get out there and do something about it. Nobody's going to give you anything. Right. You know what I mean? Nope. So you just got to grind. Number one, I have three things in my life, 3 priorities, and I don't go aside from those. God, family, music, in that order, period. So if anything or anybody tries to come in between that, I'm not interested. No, thank you. And you have control over what and who comes into your life. You don't bring crap across my doorstep. I won't allow you to. You don't get to do that. Whether you're blood or whether you're not blood, you don't get to bring those negative nouns to me. And Harmony does not do negative people, places, or things. And that's what I would just stand on. Focus on you and keep grinding. Keep going.
I know that's right. Yes, I love that. That's right. All right. So why don't you tell everybody again where they could find you and about where they can get information for this track that's dropping at midnight?
Girl, this thing dropping at midnight. Oh, I'm super excited. Midnight Eastern Standard Time, because I know y'all all over. So go ahead and get it. So go to Spotify, get it. Look up her. Listen, let me just give you a quick link so you don't have to remember all those links. Go to harmonydevoe.com. Everything harmonydevoe.com. Google me. All of it comes up. So you go to harmonydevoe.com and go down the main page of my website. I have set aside links for you. You still got time to pre-order. When you pre-order, you get it at a discount. You know, people been impacted by COVID. Folks broke. They struggling. Hey, instead of $1.29, get it for a few cents less than that and support your indie artists. So go on my website. You'll see the cover of When You Fall Out of Love. It's a house that's cracked. Because how many times does a house look perfect on the outside? People have millions of dollars, love each other, but the house is broken on the inside. So I wanted to show that. You'll see that house, and go ahead and click pre-order for iTunes or pre-save for Spotify. So when it hits at midnight, you already got it ahead of everybody else. It will be downloaded or streamed on all digital platforms beginning at midnight. Follow me on YouTube. Go to Harmony Devoe Official. Follow me on the gram, Harmony_Devoe. Add to them little 43,000 views that I'm seeing right now for 10 seconds of me in the bathtub. I love it. I appreciate it so much. Go to Grown Woman Talk on YouTube and pull up Girl Tigers. You got to go to GWT Official on YouTube. You, ma'am, will love that show with my animated avatar, HD. She is a DJ, and she finer than me, and she got a little bouquet. But shout out to Mad Science. She be talking. I do her voice, and she be like, hey, what up, though? She bad. Go follow her. And we on Instagram, too, on Grown Woman Talk Official. Life too short not to be happy, honey. Let's keep moving. And kudos to you and your show. Right. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I love and appreciate you, Queen, so much. I love your platform, what you're doing, and your grind. So thank you for having me on your show tonight.
Oh, you are most welcome. And hopefully, let's see. So it's September now. Maybe by end of the year or beginning of, the new year, I can have you back on because I'm sure you're gonna be doing some new things by then. I have something else, a new project you're working on that you want to talk about.
Yes, ma'am. You know I am. We got a movie coming up in a minute. She be grinding. She
Oh,
ain't playing with y'all.
oh, I hear that. I know that's right.
Yeah, faith is our worst is dead to her, so I'm gonna keep it going. I don't have time. I'm building an empire for me and my little kings. Okay, I don't have time. It's about coming together. So if you need support, don't use each other. Don't use each other. Ask each other. There's a difference with that. And let's just win together and let Black lives really matter for real. And be an example so we all can come together of all genres and races. And we can do it all together. It's just time to move on, So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Well, we are going to close this out. And I'm going to close out with your track, Never Low.
Girl, because I'm never low. Hey, I never low. I had to pull out my old. Now I'm a retired rapper. I went poet, rapper. Been writing since I was 15 as a poet. Then I had to go rapper. Wait till you hear it. Girl, the women love that song, and the DJs love it too. It's the truth. Go see the video on YouTube.
Okay. All right, and I'll be sure to post your links too, and hopefully I'll have this recording ready like before midnight so we can post this along with, to get the word out about your new track dropping at midnight. All right.
Yes, ma'am. We pushing it, so I appreciate it. Most definitely. Do what you got to do. Thank you so much.
Nope. You're welcome.
Stay above.
Right.
Never
Thank
low,
you, everyone.
Stay above. Yes, ma'am.
You're right. I hope this last track inspires someone. This is Harmony Devoe. And
never low.
Here we go.
What up, though? Oh, shoot, B. I ain't been out in a minute. Dressed down, but I'm fitted. Hella fun, no commitment. So tell me, is you with it? Yeah. Little girl, why you hating? I see it all in your face. Deep down, I'ma take 'em. Cause I'm real, never faking, yeah. Never low. With the buck, never low. You throwing shade, you throwing socks, we ain't the same. With the buck, never low. With the buck, never low. Back in the club, these niggas showing love. I know I look real good. Matter of fact, I look damn good, yeah. So tell me what's really good. I know you want that good, yeah. And if you with your crew, hair done and your nails done too. With the buck, never low. With the buck, never low. You throwing shade, you throwing socks, we ain't the same. With the buck, never low. With the buck, never low. Be mad at me. I'ma grind hard, gotta get it. Keep that ass tight, cause you know I'm Brick City. Poppin' champagne, let's toast, cause we winning. If it's VIP, then it's cause you know we in it. Chicks be mad at me, don't give it energy. If it ain't counting dollars, then the truth don't make sense to me. I keep it positive, shit ain't no stopping this. If I was at the bottom, then I'd still be on top of this. With the buck, never low. Chicks be mad at me. With the buck, never low. You throwing shade, you throwing socks. With the buck, never low. With the buck, never low. Chicks be mad at me. Chicks be mad at me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that was Harmony Devoe, Never Low.
Yes. I'm glad you liked it. Or I hope you did anyway.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I really did.
Yes, ma'am.
That was a motivating track for me. Like, keep it going, keep it moving.
Yes, ma'am. It is. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, we are going to close out. Thank everyone for tuning in. We're going to say good night and make sure you support Harmony Devoe and any indie artist. You know, because being an indie artist, sometimes you got to work almost 2, 3, 4, 20 times as hard, you know, just to get out there. And it's not easy, but we're doing it.
Right. Definitely. Thank you for having me.
Right.
I really appreciate it.
No.
You have a good evening, guys, okay? And stay blessed, stay safe, mask up, and keep supporting indie because we still here and R&B is not dead. So thank you for having me on your show, Tiger. Cement the world.
All right. Feel welcome. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
This is Tigress 315 Radio. We have the hottest internet radio show going on. We're bringing you some of the hottest shows on the internet. We got the Chill Zone, the Locker Room, the Basement, and Majestic Inc. Make sure you tune in.